Hello, you're watching the English News Bulletin, and here are the headlines.
A wide range of activities mark the 60th anniversary of Điện Biên Phủ victory. Traffic accidents killed 99 people and injured 127 others across the country during holiday. Vietnam's industrial production sees year-on-year increase of 5.4% in the first 4 months. Cham ethnic people in the central province of Bình Thuận celebrate Kate Festival, the largest in the year.
The 60th anniversary of the Điện Biên Phủ victory and the Vietnam-China relationship were the main topics of the seminar in Nam Ninh City of China on May 4.
At the event, Professor Liu Yusheng, president of the Guangxi Academy of Social Sciences, recalled the friendship between Vietnam and China during the struggle against French colonialists. He said China dispatched political and military advisors to help Vietnam at that time. In the Điện Biên Phủ campaign in particular, and the war against the French colonialism in general, the two countries' people stood side by side with each other and cultivated their friendship, he said. Associate Professor Nung Li Fu, Deputy Director of the Guangxi Institute of Southeast Asia Studies, affirmed that the Điện Biên Phủ victory demonstrates the deep friendship between the two countries. The victory was decisive as it led to the signing of the 1954 Geneva Accord, he said. Other scholars at the event highlighted the need to educate the two countries' young generations about the history and encourage them to forge the friendship. Phan Huy Minh, representative of the Vietnam Consulate General in Nam Ninh, said the party, state and people of Vietnam always treasure the valuable support of China. He voiced his hope that the friendship will be upheld and promoted in the time ahead.
Now, young people in the northern province of Bắc Ninh on May 4 had a chance to learn about the Điện Biên Phủ victory through the echo of Điện Biên Festival. The event is being organized by the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Communion Central Committee.
Participants took part in a wide spectrum of activities, such as watching film screenings, meeting with war heroes, and joining community-based games. Particularly, they engaged in a computer game called 7554, which is named after the day when the Điện Biên Phủ victory was claimed. The game is aimed at helping young people better understand about the campaign 60 years ago. On this occasion, the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union Central Committee presented gifts to people with difficulties. Activities at the festival were very enjoyable. I liked the film screening most as it provided useful knowledge about the Điện Biên Phủ victory. Similar festivals are being held in 6 other cities and provinces nationwide.
The Pom Lop Nua Ngam Huoi Puc Belt Road in the northwest province of Điện Biên opened to traffic on May 4 to mark the 60th anniversary of Điện Biên Phủ victory.
Built at a cost of $61.1 million from the government bonds, the concrete road is nearly 80 kilometers long and 5.5 meters wide. Almost 100 kilometers from Điện Biên Phủ city, the road connects National Road 279 with the Huoi Puc National Border Gate on the Vietnam-Laos borderline. Speaking at the opening ceremony, Deputy Defense Minister Do Ba Tị underlined the importance of the road for promoting socio-economic development and ensuring security and defense in the locality and the northwest region. It also plays an important role in protecting the country's border sovereignty, he stressed. Constructed in 2009, the road has been mostly finished, helping shorten the distance between Điện Biên Phủ city and the Lao city of Luang Prabang.
In the other news, traffic accidents claimed the lives of 99 people and injured 127 others across Vietnam from April 30 to May 3rd. The figures were unveiled by the National Traffic Safety Committee.
This year, Reunification Day, April 30th, and May Day, May 1st, will join with the weekend to make up a 5-day holiday. Within the first 4 days, there were 189 road accidents. Meanwhile, 4 railway accidents reportedly killed 4 people. At the same time, police handled more than 34,400 traffic violations and collected fines totaling 17 billion dong. On May 3rd alone, 26 people died and 39 were injured in 59 traffic accidents nationwide.
Vietnam's industrial production during January to April 2014 saw a year-on-year increase of 5.4%, showing a positive sign of production recovery at enterprises.
According to the General Statistics Office, the index of industrial production in April surged 6% against the corresponding period last year. During the 4th-month period, the industrial production rose 7.4% for the processing and manufacturing industry, 9.6% for electric production and distribution, and 5.4% for water supply and wastewater treatment. Many products posted a growth in production, such as television at 32.9%, footwear at 31.1%, drawer steel at 22.4%, auto of 16.7%, and processed seafood products of 13.7%. The inventory index of the processing and manufacturing industry by April 1st increased 13.9% month-on-month and 13.1% year-on-year. Other sectors reporting higher inventory than the same period last year were electronics, computers, tobacco products, medicines, pharmaceutical products and materials, leather and paper.
The Central Coastal City of Da Nang plans to develop tourism into one of the key sectors that makes up a large proportion in its economic structure.
The city has set a target of welcoming 3.6 million visitors, including 820,000 foreigners, earning more than $420 million in 2014. It also aims for an average annual tourism revenue growth of 15 to 16% between now and 2020. To that end, Da Nang will invest more in building socio-economic and urban infrastructure with a view to turning itself into an eco-city by 2020. The city is now home to 60 tourism projects with over $4 billion in total, helping increase its attraction to holidaymakers. In the past 3 years, tourist arrivals to Da Nang number 8 million, representing an annual increase of 19.2%. Of them, 1.9 million were foreigners. Last year, the city welcomed over 3 million travelers, including 743,000 foreign visitors, generating some $370 million, an increase of nearly 30% from 2012. Da Nang has been ranked among the top 10 most outstanding new emerging destinations in Asia in 2014 by users of Agoda.com, a drone hotel booking website.
After years suffering from water shortages, local people in Dong Van Stone Plateau in the northern mountainous province of Hà Giang finally have access to fresh water. Let's see how water access is changing people's lives.
The scarcity of water in Dong Van prevented people there from escaping from poverty. To help local people, the government built several reservoirs in the mountains to store water in the rainy season. However, the small amount of water could meet only part of the local demand. In the dry season, these lakes were nearly empty, forcing people to travel dozens of kilometers to gather enough water merely to cook. After some years of research, the National Center for Water Resources Planning and Investigation under the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment found 23 places containing underground water with a capacity of more than 9,000 cubic meters per day. The source is able to provide water for 100,000 people per day. Thanks to this, the first water supply station was built in the region in early 2013 and handed over to the local authorities in late last month. The station is able to supply water to 10,000 local people with an average amount of 80 liters per head a day. Built at a cost of less than $100,000, the work has proven useful to the residents there. I'm very happy we now have fresh water to serve our daily life. Đồng Văn is considered one of the regions with the highest rates of water scarcity. The construction of the station is very useful and meets the local people's demand. At the handing over ceremony, Deputy Minister of Natural Resources and Environment Nguyễn Thái Lai affirmed this was a breakthrough in building water supply stations for local people. This is an effective model to ensure water supply for people during the dry season. The ministry will continue to build similar stations in the districts of Mèo Vạc, Quản Bạ and Yên Minh to ensure clean water supply to local people. This will contribute to reducing poverty and improving the living conditions of ethnic minority people there.
For the Cham ethnic people in the central province of Ninh Thuận, Khet Festival is the largest one in the year. The festival aims to honor male deities and ancestors who extended great help to people. We went along to take a look.
The Kate festival takes place in the 7th month of the Cham people's calendar, and it usually falls in October. Festival activities are held in 3 tower temples in Ninh Thuận province at the same time and on the same day. The rituals are similar in content. They include a ceremony to welcome Goddess Po Ngagar's costumes in Hù Đúc Hamlet, Phuoc Hù Commune, Nuoc Phuc district. Goddess Po Ngagar is said to be the ancestor of the Cham people, who taught them how to grow rice and cotton, weave clothing and carry out cultural activities in their daily lives. All the royal costumes at Cham Tower temples are kept by the Raglai people. Therefore, at the Kase festival, the Cham people have to perform a ceremony to welcome the Raglai people who bring the costumes to the Cham Tower temples. The ceremony starts at 1:30 p.m. and ends at 9 in the hamlet's temple. Offerings to the goddess Po Ngagar include beetle and areca, eggs, chicken, fruits and tet cake. The festival is also an occasion where the participants can enjoy unique folk singing, dancing and music. They can dance with the Cham people and relax with Ginang drumming and Saranai trumpeting. The festival serves as evidence for the cultural richness of the Vietnamese. Apart from festive activities in the community, the Cham people also celebrate the festival in their families. In the past, the festival usually lasted for 1 month in their families, but today it's shortened to 3 days. On the first day, family members gather to prepare traditional cakes and offerings. On the second day, they join rituals at temples. On the third day, they conduct worship to implore ancestors and deities to support them in their life. On this occasion, each family prepares cakes and fruits to invite relatives and friends to visit and congratulate each other. There are about 153,000 Cham people in Vietnam, including approximately 72,500 in Ninh Thuận, who live in 22 hamlets. The Cham people in Ninh Thuận still preserve several unique folk festivals like Kate, Ramawan and Rija Nagar.
And that wraps up our news bulletin. Thank you for watching and goodbye.